Hi, I'm Dr. Cathy. Let's talk about those horrible little creatures, fleas. Depending on where you live, if your weather is more temperate and things are warmer year round, is a question of how much fleas are going to be a problem. So first, let's talk about those nasty critters and their life cycle. Fleas hatch about every 3 to 4 weeks when temperatures are between 70 and 85, and they like it humid. They like it 75% humidity or more. So if you live in the desert, hopefully fleas aren't much of an issue for you. If you live in temperate parts of the country, then you're going to have more problems, and the question is how long. In some parts of the country, harsh winters have not happened for 2 or 3 years, and so the fleas have really been there year round, and that's definitely an issue for people who live in the warmer, more tropical climates closer to the equator, that sort of thing, because it's also more humid. So we know the temperature, and we know that if you see 5 fleas, there are 100 total developing fleas. You've got larvae, eggs, pupae, and they're getting ready to hatch out, and they're ready to make a new infestation. Fleas also want to get inside during the winter because they can tell, somehow they can sense the daylight hours changing, and they want to get in so they can make it over the winter in your house and mine, and I can't stand fleas. So how do we get rid of and how do we control fleas? Crazy, the best way to do that is actually through good diet, good nutrition. You want food that's based on meats, no corns, no dyes, no byproducts. I am always an advocate of real food, but regardless, you can tell if your dog's skin immune system is healthy and strong by feeling them. Is your dog's skin greasy? Is the hair coat kind of it just doesn't feel right. It leaves a coating on your fingers, and or there may be dandruff. And if you have a lot of chewing going on, then the immune system is weak for your dog's skin. That goes back to food, and that greasy feeling may have to do with a yeast infection. The point is, if your dog has greasy skin, the typical topical products for flea prevention aren't going to work very well. So what do? You can take a more natural approach, which if you don't have any fleas or it's the beginning of the flea season, that's the perfect thing to do. There's diatomaceous earth. You can put cedar in the bedding. There are some essential oils and sprays that can be repellent. They do need to be reapplied frequently. Remember, they are repellent, so they repel the fleas. When the flea comes in through the barrier, you have fleas. So then how do you control them? Some people use flea combs effectively. It's really going to depend on what your environmental load is. If there are a lot of fleas, you may have to resort to the chemicals. Any flea product that says that it works for 4 weeks may not. A lot of things have changed over the last 5 to 10 years, and where these products that used to last even up to 90 days are actually failing for some people at 3 to 4 weeks. Is it because we have a super flea? We're not 100% sure, but I can tell you that the last 2 years of mild winters have made fleas really happy, and they haven't really died off. So you probably will end up needing to mix what your treatment regime is. Stick with it. Nobody wants to be bitten by fleas. Nobody wants a flea infestation. It's not easy to control fleas. The other thing to be careful of is a lot of the over-the-counter products can be toxic. Flea shampoos, I have seen them toxic to cats and small dogs especially. The topical ones that we get like at the drugstore or the grocery store aren't regulated by the FDA, sorry. They're regulated by the EPA. EPA is worried about contamination. FDA worries about side effects. So I have seen dogs literally come in with seizures and die from the topical over-the-counter products. Get a product, if you're going to go for the chemicals, get a product that a veterinarian would carry. You can get them in the pet superstores now, but get one that has a better name for being safe. Hang in there. Fleas are persistent. If you stick with it and you understand their life cycle and you understand where they're coming in, you can get them out and keep your dog safe and your home safe from invasion by those nasty fleas. Thank you.